I am floating out to sea. Yeah, contrary to popularly, I ain't invincible, not even close. I'm just a little girl, a failure to most. I'm a flower left for days. Oh, this bitter world, she's out for my
Okay, well, it's going. So, alright, what is up, guys? Today we are reviewing a 2005 Subaru WRX. This is one of my all-time favorite cars, so this is kind of, this is something special for me. So this car is pretty modified. It has power mods, not so much suspension. So basically this car is a stage 2 WRX. So the exhaust is essentially a straight pipe. It's a Wagon Racing downpipe basically. This guy's all over the road. Yeah. And an NVIDIA catback. This guy's drunk as shit. So this car sounds absolutely amazing. I mean, we'll get some sound clips in there, but it is, oh my god, these boxer engines with the unequal length headers, they just sound so good. Yeah, so the interior in this car is actually pretty nice. One thing I really like is the steering wheel. I know some of the older WRXs have that kind of 4-spoke weird steering wheel. This is a nice simple 3-spoke. It feels really awesome in the hands. So this car is basically, it's using the 2.0-liter version. And I mean, you know, the STI, it has a 2.5 and the transmission is a lot better. But I think if you want kind of a simple, budget-friendly car, I think the WRX is the way to go. Yeah, it's not going to be such a powerhouse as the STI, but if you're not in it for the power, I don't think that you're missing a whole lot. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of get into the power, see how it feels. Oh my god. Yes. This car, it's not exactly the quickest in the world, but it feels pretty fast, and it sounds amazing. So we're just gonna kind of floor it, see how much turbo lag there is. Feels so good, dude. It revs so smoothly. Yeah, so this car is on stock suspension, which is kind of an issue. I can kind of feel a good amount of body roll, but I mean that is to be expected. I mean, this is a car from 2005. It's not meant to be, you know, the highest performance car. It leaves the STI to that. So it does have some body roll. It could handle a little bit better, but honestly, for stock suspension, it's not doing all that bad. It's a very confident car. Looking, dude, the tires are so thin. Are these like 205s?
Yeah, they're Nittos. I'm putting new tires on it before the winter.
This thing feels good. Not bad. Even when you're just cruising around, it feels so nice to drive. Just, you have the deepest 4-cylinder exhaust like in existence. You feel like a badass just kind of rolling around. Yeah, this pedal placement is actually really easy to heel and tow. I'm actually kind of surprised about that. Turning radius is it's actually not that bad, to be honest. I was kind of expecting worse because it's all-wheel drive. Suspension, It is really soft, I'll be honest. Yes.
Camera bounced so much there. It was ridiculous.
Flying around.
It's gotten a lot worse now. Yeah.
The toe felt very good. Man, this thing, I'm falling in love with this. For the longest time, I've loved wagons, and I've just, driving this car now, oh god, this isn't good. This was a really bad idea, because now I honestly want one. And this is something that you can find for pretty cheap, and it makes a decent amount of power, handles pretty well. It's a wagon, which I've always had a soft spot for wagons. You can, I mean, imagine you could sleep back here, to be honest. You could probably do it. And just living in Michigan, it snows so much. And the all-wheel drive, I imagine, is just, it's just amazing. It has to be. I've had some problems every once in a while getting up some pretty steep hills in my front-wheel drive, but I imagine this thing just has no problems. It's probably a tank. This engine is just so smooth, honestly. I don't know, my opinion of this car has kind of changed. I thought it would be a lot different. I thought it would be more harsh and kind of shittier to drive, but it's so nice, and you can kind of hop in and immediately you feel super confident. So it does take a little bit for the turbo to kick in. I kind of felt it spool up. You can really start to feel like the actual pushback in the seat around kind of 4.5-ish. It's pretty dramatic, honestly. It kind of adds to the character of the car, which I don't think is a bad thing at all. We'll do one more pull. I'm not gonna do first gear. I feel like that's a bad idea.
Yeah, it's a horrible idea.
Yeah.
There's a lot of torque involved.
It soaks up the bumps so well, honestly. Like in my car, because it's front-wheel drive, when you hit, kind of a divot in the road, it'll kind of follow it, but with this, it's so easy to drive, it's insane. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap up today's little review. It was really a short review. Basically, I honestly got out of school, saw the text that we were doing this, and I was like, okay. So, that is it for today's review. This is my first review, so keep that in mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. So just thank you guys so much for watching, and have a good day.